I better be. Because y'all charge my card. That's what I'm saying. Y'all playing these games. Y'all playing these games. Let me see. Well, you know what? I'm glad I'm doing this now. I'm glad it is late. I always started playing on the playground by myself first anyway, and then people started coming. I couldn't come outside late. I had to be outside early. Yeah, a mess. They done messed it up for me. I had 3 people interested in what I had going on over here. Everybody got to watch on goddamn motherfucker playback. Okay. So let me try to fix this again. And now I have to deal with StreamYard. This is so unfair. This is so unfair. So, because I know that it's lagging. Let me see. Oh, so now this. So let me see. This is like. I'm just trying to make sure I be heard. I can be heard. This is so crazy. I can be heard. Okay, I can be. And my hair looks so crazy. This is so crazy. Actually, I actually love it though. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, I can be. I can be. I can be. I can be. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, I can be. I can be. Do all of that. Oh, shit. Yay. What a freaking mess. And I cannot, I hate using this thing. Okay. So now I need to make sure. Okay. I don't think this thing can be. Now I need to make sure. Settings, audio. Okay. So this thing internal built-in. Okay. I was trying to see if this. I don't think that audio is gonna play like that. And I also have to, because I see what they're doing. This is and that's the reason why I reached out to YouTube. Like, one of the reasons they do stuff like that. So they were actually making it to where as though, and it probably still is like that. There's no tags attached to my channel. This is like crazy. I don't understand how they think things have changed in the world, but generally when things are harder for someone, or if you have a playing field and they have rules that are set across the board, for everyone, but then you snatch out some of those options in the game for people. I don't get how they don't understand that you're making it very clear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Almost to the point that if it is something to be won, you're already letting people know who the winners are, because you're like literally. So if we're playing pool and then you like put weights in my balls, or you know what I'm saying, or you do something to my stick, or oh my gosh, better yet, why didn't I think about that? Dice. You know what I'm saying? If you're shooting dice and then you come to like the crap game with like weighted dice, you're already a loser because you cheated. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for them to make it like harder for other, like when you take out options that are available to other people, you're already showing, number one, that you're disintegrated, and number two, if it's a game, you're already showing who won. And then it's like, why? Is there a reason why they try to ban certain content creators? So anyway, I just add them on Twitter like, hey, why are you guys doing this? And I made it so pretty. I made like a little promo and everything with Kaleidoscope, because I know people like ASMR like Kaleidoscope. So let me see. I said present. I want to say present, share screen. I want to say share screen. Yeah, because then this can be heard. So all these in a bag and everything. Make sure you work with them eating in a bag. Because then this can be heard. So I got Mother don't know what she left. Okay. All these things really disturbed me. And so I was like, okay, I gotta talk about this so I don't think about this anymore. So let's do this. I'm in the comments already. Yeah, I'm not playing anything that really matters, like another content creators thing, so I don't have to put the banner up. In any event, they're talking shit about us on Twitter because of this. So she's in an Uber, and this is really bad because I think the guy with her is her son. When it says that she snatched the Uber driver out of the car, but I don't think that really happened. I think that was just to get your attention, but this is really bad. I'm in a bag and everything, and she worried about what I'm eating in a bag. I ain't dropping it on her floor. Leave me alone. I got time for it. Mother don't know what she left it with. I just don't want to have to clean up a mess. You ain't going to clean up no mess. I think if we live in people be dropping stuff and they be eating. I'm not going to stop on the world at the moment. Anyway. Oh, yeah, I'm going to keep my money worse I get, right? You know, don't tell me to eat my chicken up, but you're going to just be one man. Who is paying for this woman to come over their house? It's more like, I'm going to pay for you to get her out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so we already know that this is wrong. Like, you're wrong. It's not your car. It's a ride. Like, come on with this shit. This is really, really bad. This is really bad. This is really bad. This is bad. But let me tell you, I'm going to show you what's worse. I'm going to show you what's worse. And you got to talk to, listen, I don't have like, there's no one that I need to call up and talk to about this. You know what I'm saying? But everyone that knows me and that I know, know that I've always strive to bring out the better of our people, even when, and no one's the best. And I mean, even when I used to drink, and I mean nasty drunk, like, guys, we gotta stop doing this. We're going nowhere. Don't you see? And I'm always the one that's talking about the world is gonna end, you know what I'm saying? Like forever. And you know what I'm saying? Oh my God. So it's like, take responsibility for your ghetto friends right now. And I need you to pull them together. And this shit has got to stop. Even this person, this is also really bad for this young man, because why do people do this? She's creating a hostage. Not only is she being disrespectful, and you can wait to eat that. You know that you can wait to eat that. You're being disrespectful. You're being hateful. You're being jealous, and you're doing that. Like, you're doing all of this because that woman has a car and that woman has a job. Like, like what else? You don't want to eat the Doritos that bad. In the ride. Well, go ahead and ride. Dirty Dorito. If she right there by the house, just stop eating the chips. Oh, and look, she gonna go like this. She gonna sprinkle the shit on the floor. And then she eating and talking while she eating. So it's all this. So look, this is what they're saying. This is what really disturbed me. Because I would not have brought this to like any table. But when I started to read the comments, I was like, oh my God, please tell them. Please tell someone to stop. Joshua says, I've met many Black people that knew common courtesy. There's a fat white woman that acts just like her somewhere. Of course, I never spent much time around Black communities, and I live in Montana, which probably doesn't have a Black neighborhood in the entire state. Now, maybe that's not so bad, but if you listen to that, he's now questioning, how well does he know Black people if they act like this? This is basically what he's saying. But it gets worse. And then I'm gonna tell you something too. I don't know what's going on with but a lot of them are starting to really show their racism, right? Like, this is really like a thing. And here's another thing. And I know that I'm not being like crazy about this, right? Oh my God. And I asked my daughter, was this happening to her? And she actually lives with her father right now. She comes back and forth, over the weekends and things because she's a teenager, right? And so the periods sink, and that can be crazy business. So in any event, and I'm like, are you like finding yourself out in public and like people will walk past you? And I didn't ask her which people. And people will walk past you, but it's like once they get past you, they're like, it's like it's like they have to clear their throat as soon as they're getting like right past you. And then she's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, white people keep doing that to me. And she goes like, because she's still a kid, you know what I mean? And I was like, right, that keeps happening to me as well. And this is not a coincidence. This is very mean. And I mean, this happened to me when a gentleman was crossing me. I'm going to go to the market and he's crossing the way and he's like that. Turning the corner in the aisle, another person. Oh my God, like this is happening. All right. Anyways, just take note if people are just deciding to cough as soon as they're passing by you, right? So it says, wow. So it says, don't let them in your car, house, or business. Wow. Why can't you just be normal? Unintelligible. Woo. This is the really bad part. It says unintelligible screaming, right? Stabs random person, steals bike, right? Wow. And that was liked 177 times and it was shared 8 times, right? So this is what they're saying. This is what they think about, like, and this is not about this woman. This is about what they think about us. This person says they is paying you. They is owning you. That's how it worked. They taking it to the max. Okay. Someone says, sure, she sure looked like she could stop eating for quite a while. Yeah, she did. X has changed. This is what infuriated me. This is what I saw first. I saw the stabs. I didn't see that first one before that. This is what it was. X has changed my view of Black people so rapidly. It is insane what they act like on a normal basis. So somehow now X is a representation of how so-called Black people act. This okay. So a place that was created by a man that puts up the Heil Hitler sign on more than one occasion, right? He's just showing people how we act. Like you're gonna trust that app. See. No. What it actually is they feel that they want to feel that we act this way, right? This is what it is. I don't know because my mic is loud. I want to make sure I'm not too loud. This is they want to feel. Oh my gosh, I probably was really loud. And my baby is asleep. Yeah, because I actually have 3 children. My oldest son is an adult. That's the one that finished the boxing. He's a boxer and everything. But in any event, the one that is sleeping is my little baby. And so I need to be like, and to quiet down. Oh my gosh, I was so upset though. And this really, really inflammatories me. But like, no. Okay. So here's the issue. This is a space now. It's like you want to feel this way. You like forget you. Like we don't even care. Like no one even cares that a person like that is even going to say something like that because you clearly want to feel this way about brown people. That sounds stupid. You know for a fact that that's not how all brown people act because you know that that's not even how all brown people look. Foolish. There's a whole entire brown man that ran your country that you guys are literally dying and will be dying. No pun intended. To get back into the office. Get out of here. And I don't even, you know what I mean, think that Obama was all that, but that's just, but you guys did. And that's the point. So come on with this. So rapidly. It is insane what they act like on a normal basis. Okay. Ooh, why are blacks people always on the phone in public using speakerphone? Because they pay their own bill and you don't. And you know what? You guys, if you don't do it, 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 don't do it. Ah! This, because that's not the answer. That's not the answer. That's not the answer. But because honestly, the point of me showing my audience this, and I hate StreamYard, you guys, like, you literally just charge my card $26.99 and the stream is lagging. I'm going to try to refresh it really quickly. Yeah, I'm going to have to reload it. So I feel some kind of way. Totally feel some kind of way. After a low bubble, it's not like a burp. It's just kind of like a, so it's like a low bubble. All right. Video file. Oh my gosh, I should have added Jaguar wrong and Miriam Kirby. But this was not like a thing that I initially planned this to be earlier, like way earlier. Even earlier than when I came on at midnight with Zoom. And then it never happened. And then I was like, tomorrow, I don't know. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So all that stuff is God willing and the creek don't rise. So I was just like, well, I want to try to do this thing. All right. So that's that. Testing on the mic, testing on the Yeti mic. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's barely, yeah, it's lagging in the audio too. This is just the worst. But what I am going to do is I'm going to practice with the Zoom. I'm going to practice with the Zoom tomorrow, and so I can get that all together. Let me make sure I can be heard again. I'm going to practice with the Zoom tomorrow. Okay. Oh, awesome. I'm going to do this. I like when it goes different colors. Okay. What the F is she even speaking? Ebonics? Uber and Lyft allow drivers to leave complaints about riders as well. I think after so many bad experiences, they can be booted off the service. Flipping gibberish coming out of her mouth and her constant chip chomping. I have absolutely no clue as to what language that is. Not to mention flicking. Why are you guys even commenting on this shit when you wouldn't even say it to her face? And like, it's different for us. Like, we grew up with people like that who, like, literally, if you see how she was in that girl car, can you imagine what people like had to go through when they went to school with her? Like, I'm still traumatized. I could barely get it out of my mouth. I went to school with some really ghetto ass people. Are you kidding me? Like, I can only, let me calm down. I can only afford to live where I live now. And it's not even in the best of places. You know what I'm saying? It's getting pretty a lot. You know what I'm saying? So get out of here. Like, you shouldn't be talking about our people if you can't handle our people. You don't love our people. You don't know our people. And this is all bullshit. And you would not even stand up and say it to man, not one our face. And you definitely wouldn't say it to our face. I hate that coward shit. Was gonna leave a jab, a gif, but it's more okay. I'm done. So I want y'all to stop. I want y'all to stop, slam on the brakes. Now that's smart. That's smart. That's very smart. But oh my god, y'all, that's smart. But acting like that is not. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share this next one. And look, they just always got me freezing up a storm. This shit is the best. Let me see. So I'm about to stop. Remove that. So, and other disturbing news. This, oh my God. First, let me just. How I need to be. Okay. Because it's gonna keep freezing when I'm doing that. And that's so sad, stream. I'm really gonna cut y'all out to the high heavens when I get done with this. So I just want to say really quickly and like directly to everyone, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. See, you see how the world is unwounding. Like, remember, we were just reacting to the situation that happened with Love Jones. And the reason why I did that is because she is out here by herself as a woman. I believe she even lives alone in New York City. What if that man, I mean, he's not going to forget her. A lot of times they don't forget us, and you know that, okay? Especially if there's like something about you, right? A light inside of you, that darkness will follow that light. And I didn't get to say this in the Love Jones video, but another thing, reason why I was concerned, Love Jones, when no one was clout chasing or being a bitch, but I was also concerned about the fact that what if that gentleman had like a prior warrant or something like that, and then you got the attention of the police? Not saying that you shouldn't have done it, but and then he's mad, and then he sees you later, or he gets somebody else to do something. Like, these people out here are crazy. Okay, so all I'm saying is, if you do love your ghetto friends, did you read those comments? There are people in the comments that would actually do something. A lot of people voted for Donald Trump, and things are failing for them. Do you understand this? And they are like cracking, and you don't know when someone is going to. You do not know when. You don't know what the next person is going through. So, that's another reason why, I mean, well, first of all, I'm not a bully. So I'm not going to, harp on one person or the other and do that whole thing. And no, I'm not going to keep on doing that. When I speak, it is for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? And it is directed to certain people when it is, and to everyone when it is. And when I'm talking about matters of safety, that is for everyone. This woman, so let's just say that the driver was into witchcraft. Why are you acting like that in those people's car? You don't know what that lady's going to do when you leave that car. What's wrong with you? See, you stop this mess. It's all kinds of things. It's all kinds of things. People could say, look, this is my last goddamn day. And she could have flipped a pow back seat. She's gone. No, it's not worth it. What I saw when I read those comments was hate. I saw a lot of hate, a lot of pent up anger is what I saw. And pre-existing notions. I feel this way about you anyway. Goddamn igger. You know what I'm saying? That's what I saw. So now, see, people are going batshit crazy everywhere. They just are. This is terrible. So this is a lot. I don't want to share this like this. I want to share this like this. Video share screen, yeah. I'm gonna pull it up. This was really awful. So I titled this one Savage. So is that a thing? Oh, yeah, well, I gotta pull it up. Okay. OMG. Share screen. Share screen. I know I should have really been earlier with this, but you guys can catch it tomorrow. Whoever catches it tomorrow. Because the main thing is that I say it. Okay, I need to make sure that can be heard. Say it. Oh my gosh, I was totally gonna watch. It's right. I need to make sure that can be heard. Was it heard? Say it. Oh, was it heard? I was totally gonna say it. Okay. Okay. So this was like an interview about, pro life, right? This went not well at all. I don't know what's happening, and this is all in one day. But it is the point. But it is the point. Do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see this? Oh my God. We cannot get involved. That shit is sad. That is so sickening to me. That is so sickening. So there's no way you can even fight for this so-called right. Oh my God. 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 We do not have a choice. Like if we are born, if we're here, like we didn't have that, right? So, yeah, that is what you're doing. It's like, you're here, lady. If someone said that you didn't need to be here, then you wouldn't have been able to assault this lady. You get that? So this is really wild, because the lady that's interviewing her is basically like, this is wrong, aborting the mission is wrong, right? And she's very raw about it. Okay, she says flat out what happens, right? Because if you don't want the kid, then that kid could have gone to foster care or this or that or whatever. So there's children that are alive today, but by your rationale, they wouldn't be. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with what she said. What's wrong is the level of emotional instability from the woman that she's talking to. And see, it's insanity. It's insanity. And this is what this country has brought about. And when you get so into the country and into the way that things are, and you're right and you're right and you're right, are you kidding me? This is the reason why there is a Bible. What's the Bible say? That's what I say. That's what I say. Stop this. Now, whatever you may or may not believe, is this a civil reaction to someone merely saying something to you? This person, wait. I'm handing you my mic so that you can give your opinion on killing, right? Because that's just what it is, bro. And I'm handing you my mic, giving you the right to speak on doing something that these people didn't have a right say so in. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Somebody taught me that trick. And you just gotta do, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta fight it off. You gotta fight it off, because they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you while you crying. They're gonna get you while you. I mean, fight it off in your spirit. You understand that? That's what she was supposed to do, but she couldn't, because what this woman said agitated the demon in her. Yeah, girl, because what you're fighting for is demonic. It's flat out. She took that punch, she took that hit, and she shed blood for it. She's just like Jesus. She bust her whole thing open. And I would have got up, and I got up and I said it again. I said it again. What are you talking about? Come on now. That's wrong. So this is a lot. This is very disturbing for me, and I think, right. Look, and I'm ready. And here we go. So then somebody said, hitting someone else is never good, but she was asking to get hit with her killing AB's jab. How was that a jab, honey? Well, how do you think they feel? Oh, I'm sorry, we can't ask them, and we'll never be able to ask them. I feel like throwing up. I feel like throwing up. So this is the temperature of the room. I can't stand Twitter. I can't stand Twitter. This is actually my second Twitter over there. I had a Twitter that was growing really, really big. Like, I know how to grow the shit. I know how to grow shit. It's the proof is on YouTube. I know how to grow shit. I grow shit, and I think, and I walk away. You know, the algorithm is different. You know, it don't carry as good. You gotta keep your hands on it. But I'm used to growing it and letting it go. Okay, you know, keep moving around, whatever the case may be. I grow shit. This is not how you grow. This is not how you grow. I got lost. I'm sorry. I got lost in the sauce. I can't even deal with it. I can't. It gave me a headache. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. The country's bad. It's real down bad. Oh, all right. It was the Twitter. I grew to Twitter and I threw it all away because I got pissed off with Elon Musk. And I also got, I don't think it was pissed off. I think I probably pissed off with him now. But I think I more so got concerned with like privacy. Oh, yeah. It was that thing. Okay. So I threw that away. And I started again because I realized like, damn, you gotta be on Twitter if you're gonna do like updates on stuff like that or whatever the case may be. I hate this lag shit StreamYard. So in any event, TikTok. I was up to the point where you could put in Creator Arena in TikTok. Now you can do it, and it's going to be, the numbers will still be there, but the channel on TikTok is gone. It was over 25,000 views on TikTok. I did that whole thing away because of China and because of the whole. So I was like, I was on this stuff years ago, and then I was like, oh my god, and I threw it all away. I got really big over there through Siesta Key, and I had created this TikTok about Blueface, and it got like 10,000 views and all that. So I don't mind growing and walking away because that is actually the normal process. You're supposed to be able to grow things and nurture things and walk away, and they do it themselves. So I don't give a shit. I'll start over 1,000 times, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I forgot why I said all that. Oh, yeah, because fuck Twitter. Because I'm mad at them for doing this. I hate their response. I hate how sick in the it's over there now. Because I wanted to read the things back. Right, here we go. Keep repeating the clip. Okay. I'm still not, you know what? Again, I just still feel like that's emotionally unstable. You should be able to deal with the rawness of the conversation because you're able to do the rawness of the action. Keep repeating the clear evidence of leftist violence everywhere. I don't really know what leftist and rightist and all this sort of thing means. They gaslight constantly to distract from their violence, right? Because that's violence. That's actually, and this is what makes it so sad. She's talking about the right to be able to unalive your own, offspring, and then this lady merely says, well, that's what you're talking about doing. And she's pow, pow. Wow. I'm going to tell you what, the lady should have she should have had the internal sense enough to know that if someone is willing to be violent against their own selves and their own body, then you don't stand a chance. So there is some steps that probably should have been taken to ensure her safety, but forget all of that. The onus is still going to be on this person when they go to court. She's still she's already going to jail. You know what I'm saying? She's going to have to fight for her right for lesser time. So it's clearly who was wrong, right? She has a right to her opinion for what she's doing, and she has a right to chop her body up and what comes out of it. And just because this woman is mentioning that, she has to get, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not right. Something's very wrong with that. The more clear it is how violent they are, the more they fail their objectives. Meanwhile, the Democrat Party, see, I don't know about this kind of stuff. Party message: terrorize those you disagree with, murder your political opponents, blah, 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 blah. I don't know about that stuff. See, I don't know about that. I don't like doing things like that. You understand? Because I'm not going to sit up here and say that every woman that believes in doing that is like her. No, I didn't meet all those women. I don't do that. You have to deal with people on an individual basis. It can seem like that, or maybe I don't. No, but I don't even feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't do those kinds of things. That's why I don't like these parties, political parties, and blah, blah, blah. You know, that's why I moved around in high school. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. This is weird. Stop with the clicks already. Everybody do your own thing, because we are going to be judged individually. Like, this is pathetic. And what about just doing what's right and what's wrong? You're like, Jesus Christ. If this lady's not a mom and she doesn't want to be a mom, she sure as shit has one, because she didn't get here by like osmosis or whatever. So it's like, bro, what if somebody knocks the shit out of your mom because she's like interviewing them? You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. This is wrong. This is wrong. Conversation shouldn't ever turn into violence. That's pathetic. And then she'll be, and look, big yellow ass are gonna be, she'll be the first person that'll call the cops if somebody, she like the type of person, if a man start arguing with her, she like that lady on Thin Line Between Love and Hate. She smack her own ass. She whip her own ass, and she call the cops and say he done it. Right. She ain't said it. You said it. She ain't said it. So they say, as an interviewer, she probably, right. Okay, I get that. I do understand it. They say, as an interviewer, she probably should let the young lady finish her statements before cutting her off multiple times on a heated subject such as this. We didn't see the whole thing. And you know that. You know that. We didn't see her cut her off multiple times. You trying to justify violence. That's what you're trying to do. She definitely scored points for the pro-choice crowd as she should have been choiced out. I know that's right. Violence, Malcolm X Boulevard, no different than Malcolm Drive, MLK Drive. Provoked, right? Like, how was she provoked? She wasn't provoked. She was having a conversation about doing something, and the lady mentioned what she was doing. Oh my God, that is so weird. They're so weird. Oh, bet she's a school teacher. And I agree. You guys wouldn't know. You guys, I mean, if you have children in school, then you have some sort of idea on how horrendous this system, our school system, is the effing worst. This is the reason why. Okay, so literally in the beginning, this is gonna lag like a whole lot. In the beginning, when we were all learning, I was over in Jaguar Rights Live earlier. I literally was in and out of there, because I had thought about something that I totally forgot. I was like, I had been not wanting to speak to Jag. It wasn't just when I saw like the little things that I noticed. No. It was when I found out about Sam, and I'm not sure. So she has an autistic child. Now, I don't know I think Sam is the husband's name. I don't know if it's the autistic child's name, but he was doing fine with his father. And then she took him and, took him on the road and all this stuff. And I was so pissed off. I was heartbroken, because you could see that he is autistic. I have an autistic child. And these children are vulnerable. They're so vulnerable. We went through hell with the school system. Like, they tried to take my son, like kidnap, because you cannot take him legally. Like, we are so like, are you? No. Like, that boy, my boy is on his schedule. His life is very planned and scheduled out. Sam knows what that's like, having an autistic child. You have to be very careful with their diet, very careful what they watch, and all these sorts of things. This is like, so my husband and I have not been out in all the time that we've had him, ever since he was born, because that situation that happened to him in the very beginning, in kindergarten, the very first week. And I said to myself, why isn't she not advocating for autistic children? She just got an award from Donald Trump. Why didn't she sit down and have a conversation with him about how these children are being treated? about the trafficking, how there's trafficking that's set up in the school systems. Why is she not talking about this? And then I remembered she can't talk about a struggle that she never lived. She was running around trying to be a backup singer for Jay-Z, concocting lies and stories for a future YouTube career. While Sam was sitting there taking care of that baby. That is day in and day out with these children. If you want them to grow out of autism, because it can happen, if you want them to, and not exactly grow out of it, but if you want them to grow into a situation where they can be able to relay, like, hey, I need help. Hey, someone's touching me. To get them as cognitively aware as they possibly can be, so they won't be cheated, so that they won't be taken advantage of. That is a day in and out job. The only people in the world that we feel that we can trust is each other. So no, we've not been out in 6 years. So there's no room for, and I mean, and I've said it before, but people probably forgot. So that's another reason why I'm not like constantly on YouTube. He has to constantly be taught. And there's all these things that you know how to do. It's actually a lot of data that you know. And you don't really know that unless you're trying to instill this data into another person and have them retain it. Because with autism, they can learn all of this trajectory, right? If you focus on it too much, and then what about in the next week you focus on this, but then the following week they lost that one. So then I was even more upset. So I said, I'm gonna go on her check, and then I looked at her, and I know she read the comment that I made, and there was no reaction that came from a mother of a child with autism. There was no, that's what I need to do. Or, my God, you're right. It was nothing. She's all spaced out. I think she's on another trip anyway. She's on a whole nother trip anyway. And by the way, Jag, whoever you decide to report, they're going to get your address. But I'm sure you probably don't care unless it's given to somebody who really wants to find you. So stop threatening people that you're going to report them. You sound ridiculous. You actually have to you actually have to have a reason to report someone, right? Because if you don't, then you're going to become a nuisance to YouTube. And if you try and report me, I'm going to make sure that you look like a nuisance to YouTube. And that's not going to be very hard. I do a lot of writing and I enjoy it. And writing is what gets shit done ever since Paul Revere, and you better believe it. In any event. So that was Savage. And I titled that video Savage, that little clip. This, oh my God. I should have titled this Savage. This was so heartbreaking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This, I don't like this. See, because here's the thing, right? I was young once, and I understand that some of these things are like, lit. GaslitNews. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand that some of these things are, like it's what's happening, but it's not cool, bro. Like, I don't look at things the same way. Like, this is somebody, like, after doing nursing for so long, and even with my son, I can see where he was like, where God was like, nah, you're not going to just do that, because he knows my heart for real. And this is really sad, because I used to feel like once I got my son and my daughter out of the inner city, we're good, right? I don't give a shit what happens there anymore. That's really sad, because it was so hard. It was so hard, and it will instill those feelings in you if you make it out. And then I later learned that is what it's supposed to do, so that you don't try to help to your people. You don't do anything to help your people get out. You don't come back to help them. You barely made it out, so you just want to be like, forget it. And I feel like the Lord was like, nah, this is not what's going to be for you. So then all these years go by. All my children are 10 years apart. They're 10 years apart. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, I'm going to get what I want before I die. And I did. So thank you, Jesus. So, and then I had the little one, and he's got the autism. And then I had to see how wrong that. So I had a child. My first son is a soldier of the United States of America, and he was a boxer. And I got to see how they invest in our children when they are upright and they're strapping and they're good to go, right? I got to see that. And then I have my daughter who's beautiful. She looks like a model and she can play the piano, darling. And, but then with her asthma, I got to see how they treat people when they're really sick too, the children. And then, we get through that and I have baby, and then they choreograph a kidnapping, right? Tried to take him. And then he's autistic. And so you're fighting the system for the best for him, right? So I see that this fight is not over, right? It's not over just because we've made it doesn't mean that there's still not shit going on. So it's like, yeah, if there's anything anybody can do, and even if it's just as much as like giving your opinion and speaking out about things, you need to do that. So it's so weird, so wild, and so wrong for Jaguar Wright to have an autistic son and then meet the president and say absolutely nothing about what's happening to these children and their families, about why an autistic child just can't simply go to an autistic school because they're autistic. They have to live in a certain zone. You can't even pay for your child to go to an autistic school in some of these states. And that is the truth, because they make that price so astronomical. You would have to be a millionaire. Why would you even? Where is your millionaire home for that area then? You see how that works? It's like, girl, you need to get right. You talking about you with God? No, you not. Get right with God by getting right with Sam. Get right with Sam. Okay? Tell him to bring up his folders and his files, because I know he's got it, because my son is only 6 and I have a file cabinet about what they tried to do to him and how much progress we got and how much they tried to pull us back, and this lawyer and that lawyer and this organization and that organization. Sam has a whole story to tell the entire world about what he's been fighting for with your son, but you can't tell that story. You can't. I know you can't. So give it to Sam. Give the mic to your ex-husband so you can do something that matters before you die, Jaguar, right? And I'm gonna at you in this when I'm done. You know I love a timestamp. Can't be the timestamp. That's how you can tell when people copy too. When you go to their live and you see how they added this and added that and did this and did that and did. That's how I caught King Pang and other people. It's fine, but you can give a shout out to somebody and say, thanks for the inspiration. Oh my God. I didn't want to start off like that, but I needed that took me down when I saw that yesterday, and that made me cry. So did y'all hear that knock? Okay. So in this situation, they're in the clinic. Okay. And he's gotten 2 women pregnant. He's absolutely gotten 2 women pregnant. His stance is that one of them lied. Let me see. It's not my baby, bro. That's not funny. How you know I'm here? This is terrible. Yo, the guy that's, I just realized the guy that's filming is super messy. But this is super duper messy because they're in a clinic. They in a clinic. Girl, you in the clinic. Girl, that means you getting Medicaid. Why are you fighting over this nigga? And he can't even pay for you to go to no private doctor. First of all, you can get a private doctor on Medicaid, but you don't even got a good enough man that's going to say, no, I don't want my baby. No, let's go to a private doctor. I don't want you going to the clinic where people getting, treated for STDs over there and people getting MRIs over there and ear irrigations down the hall. Girl. I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So wait a minute, they're not even there. They're not even there for like a checkup. They there because they literally is burning. I don't think I caught that the first time. Oh snap! Right. Never lie. He done it. He done it. I know. Well, my it's not tight or nothing, but I don't like. I don't know do this for those. She said we married. She said we married, but that's not your baby. Wait a minute. Do you see how he walked away from her? Like I was like, he ain't shit. He walked away from the girl he even with. Why he do that? But then I was thinking like maybe he did that because he knows she crazy. And he was like, let me walk away from this girl so I can take the focus off of this girl. So this is really not necessary. So he lived with you, him and his mother live with you. Girl, bye. Well, ladies, please learn how to control your emotions. Please, especially after you see what's about to happen. Please, it is never worth it. There will always tomorrow. Lean on Jesus. When you're not strong, like for real though, that's what has to happen because none of this is worth it. None of what he got going on is worth it. And I understand that she hurt, but her arsenal is messed up. The girlfriend she went is messy as shit. She don't care about her. She don't care about the baby's health. She knows that this is going to raise her blood pressure. Girl, no, just take her out of there. Take her out of there. Go home. Talk to his mother. Throw his stuff out. Keep the mother. Girl, it's a lot you can do. It's a lot. Give me time. Give me time to think. That's when I'm at my best. I have really learned that it's best not to react, especially with everything. Just don't, even with the comments, I will leave a nasty comment for a little while because the longer this thing goes, the nicer it's gonna be. Do you understand that? And I'm talking about hitting you with your height with no curse words because the truth is everywhere. And I see it. I called out somebody for having rosacea and they didn't even have a profile pic up. They was mad as a bitch. Yeah, because I saw through the words they was typing. I understand what's going on. I did nursing for too long. I know who say what, where, how. Yo, the girl in the bomber jacket looked like she would straight beat her the F up, pregnant and all. It's a mess. You gotta see. She's chill. She like, yeah, because see, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop his ass. He gonna be there for my baby. I'm taking him down. You already know. She knows she gonna be good, and her fine ass. She got long hair. She gonna find another one. All she is carrying that baby. Both of them look like they probably got. This is a mess. Him don't deserve nobody. Look at that punk ass doctor. You know damn well doctors is not coming out to get nobody. The medical assistant come and get the goddamn patient. He knows it. He said, come on. Oh, that's why he had to go because the doctor had to come and get him. The doctor had to come and get you. The doctor wanted to see what was going on. So the doctor said, I will go and get my own patient. I want to see what's happening. Let me tell you something. People is so messy in the healthcare field. Y'all don't even understand how messy we is. I don't even know. Oh, Jesus. Oh. I slowed this down so many times, y'all, and it hurt me so bad. It hurt me so bad because did you hear that? Because I wanted to see what did she hit him with. Please drop it in the comments down below when y'all get this message. What did she hit him with? I think she hit him with a. I watched it a lot of times. Oh, why would you do this, girl? I think she. Oh. No, no. Did you hear his skull? His skull, his skull. That was his skull. And I think this is specks of blood on the ground. She hit him so hard. She hit him so hard. See, this is, oh God. That's why he went down, because shit is not like a movie, bro. So from what I could get, I couldn't listen to it. I couldn't listen to it again. When I was playing it back before, I couldn't listen to it. Look, no. I want to see what it was. I think it's a mallet. So that was premeditated. If that was, so I think it's a meat grinder. So it's a metal thing, and they sell them in the market, and they're very heavy. And on one side it has spikes, and you can crack, you can do garlic, you can mash garlic, and then the other side is smooth. So one side you can grind the meat like that, it's grated, and the other side is smooth, and that's for the garlic. That thing is so freaking heavy. I would show you mine, but my husband took it for gardening stuff. I'm so mad about that. But I don't eat that. We don't eat that much meat anymore anyway. Oh my God. So that's his skull. And so that makes me really sad, because I get that she's angry and this guy's wrong and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But there's two kids that are coming, and they're both gonna need a dad, and they're not. I, oh my God. Oh my God. I shouldn't say that. Hopefully they will still have one, but she's done something to make it to where as though they may not have a dad. And that shit is not worth it. Like him cheating, it's another kid, it's not worth it. If he dies, then now your baby doesn't even have a father. That's two people without a father. And if we're gonna collect child support, you're not. If he's ever worked in life, you can't even get like survivors, SSI or anything. You murdered him. Like the way that knock sounds, it doesn't sound good, and he's out cold. So hopefully he will get up, but I feel like that's going to be some sort of a brain damage. Like I've taken care of people, bro. I've worked in the ER too. I've worked in so many facets. I worked on the stroke unit. It does not take a lot to like hurt someone severely and for the rest of their lives. Like dying is not the worst thing that can happen to you. It is just not. All right, guys. Please be safe out there. Please be careful. Like, please don't get overwhelmed by your emotions and shit. Like the devil is alive and well and very prevalent, and you guys have got to pick up your Bible, else you would understand that. Oh, and I don't know if I said it in this video, but my daughter did my hair. So that's why I don't have on my wig, because I didn't want to stuff it. And I totally could have stuffed this underneath my wig. I totally could have did that. But I was like, no, this is her first time doing it. And I want to like show that my daughter's got skills. So like, yeah, but like, you guys got to pick up the Bible, because it's for real. And you got to remember the fact that, Christians, I know you guys are thinking like, oh, the rapture, and we're just going to be saved and we're not going to have to go through anything. Not so much. Remember, that's always been kind of debated on when that was going to happen, right? And I kind of got a real big feeling that, if Jesus Christ went through that, it's not going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy for us. You know what I'm saying? So you really just have to have your faith strong in him. You really do. Pick up that Bible and understand that the devil is going to rule for 1 hour. And you know what that means, right? So how the time goes in the Bible, how that, so just like they say that the doomsday clock, guys, we're at 12 o'clock on the doomsday. Does anybody even know that? Remember how they used to be like, we're at 11, we're at 11:55, we're at 11:59. You guys check the doomsday clock lately? Yeah. So when the devil is allowed to rule for 1 hour, that could mean, it doesn't mean a day. I can tell you that. It probably doesn't mean a month. You understand what I'm saying? So things like that is happening where people are going from 0 to 100. Like we can see that. You like she thought about what she was going to do before she cracked that man. She thought about it, and then, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna attach the link to this woman's video. Shout out to the Prophet Celestial. Resonance. Resonance is what happened in that moment. And she spoke about this. Resonance happens before you actually create the action. So you resonate in your mind that you're going to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? And so right now, people at the point of resonance are being overtaken by the devil. Do you understand this? Like the wrong way. You understand? Like you could go this way, you could go that way. You have to be spiritually strong so that you remain not only free, but free to repent for the actions that you've committed before God. Because it just doesn't stop here. Like this is so freaking bad, bro. That lady is going to go to jail pregnant regardless if that man lives or dies. If he has a good lawyer, then that's going to be attempted murder, which she premeditated even, because she brought that to the scene and she had it on her the whole time. You don't want to be pregnant in jail. You don't want to be in jail. You don't want to have your baby daddy in the hospital or incapable of even paying child support. What the hell's going on? And then God forbid the baby has autism or something like that. You're going to need both of the parents. That baby's going to need all the support that the baby can get. Like, this shit is real, man. All right, guys. Drop me a real like. Really share this video. Really subscribe to the channel. And I'll really be back. And I'm really going to cut StreamYard out because it's really, really, really a mess. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm such a weirdo. I'm not. I'm really not.